Learning how to make your own dog ice blocks is a great way to keep your dog cool in summer in the hot weather. They make an excellent hot weather dog treat that your dog will simply love, as well as help keep your dog cool. I've got two versions that are super simple to make, so let's get started. Hi, I'm Dr. Alex Avery from ourpetshealth.com, helping you and your dog to live a healthier, happier life. So if that's something that you're interested, then consider subscribing and make sure that you share this video to make sure that any friends and family who have dogs don't miss out on giving their dog a great cooling treat in the hot weather. Also, let me know in the comments down below what additions you've added to these treats that your dogs really enjoy. I'd love to hear from you. So to make these treats, we only need a couple of ingredients. We need a handful of your dog's biscuits or some of their favorite treats. We need some low-fat stock cubes, or we could use some used chicken bones or beef bones or pork bones or something like that. We need a Kong toy, we need a carrot or other long fruit or vegetable, and we need a container to put our treats in. So I'm going to use an ice cream container. Now the first treat I call the Mega Ice Block, and to start with, what we're going to do is we're going to either make some chicken stock or beef stock or whatever. An alternative to making your own stock is to taking some low salt stock cubes and making a stock this way. It's generally quicker and it might be more convenient for you. So that's what I'm going to do today. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to use some reduced salt chicken stock. So we'll just get the stock cube out. We'll open that up. So we'll just crumble that chicken stock cube up into the ice cream container that I'm going to use. Now you can use a smaller container, you can use a different container. I like using an ice cream tub because it allows me to put the lid on top and I can store things more easily in my freezer afterwards. So once we've crumbled that stock cube up, we just need to get a kettle with some warm water in. We'll just fill that up. So you can fill it all the way to the top if you want. I'll probably fill that about halfway. There we go. Okay, and the next step is to take some of your dog's biscuits or a handful of their favourite treat, and we'll just simply add that and we'll sprinkle that into the container there. Okay, so that will provide a tasty reward as your dog gets through their Mega Ice Block. Okay, so you can also add some treats, some other treats. You could add some small toys, whatever your dog likes that they might be encouraged to try and get to, and you can add that. And what we'll then do is we'll just pop the lid on. There we go, and we'll let that cool down before we put it in the freezer. Okay, so my next hot weather dog treat I call the dog lollipop, and when we've finished it you'll find out why. And what we do is, to start off, we just take a handful of biscuits. We'll just add just a little bit of water, warm water, just to cover those biscuits. You could use some treats, you could use something else. What we're going to do in a minute is we're going to stuff that into the Kong, and while we're waiting for those biscuits to soak, I'm going to take a carrot. You could use a piece of cucumber, you could use a piece of watermelon, and I'm just going to cut that so that it is just a little bit smaller than the whole of the Kong, and you'll find out why in just a minute. So let me just do that. Perfect, so that just goes in there like that, that'll fit nicely. Okay, so those biscuits are nice and soaked, and so what we'll do is we'll just stuff those into the Kong. So you might want to do this over a bowl, it might make a bit of a mess, but we'll just pop those biscuits in the Kong there. So they're all nice and soaked. In there, and what you can do is you can tape the hole on the other end of the Kong as well, and that will stop that water all leaking out. Perfect, and then what I'll do is I'll actually just take a little plastic cup I've got. We'll just pop the Kong into there, and then we'll add that to the freezer as well. Okay, so I've left those treats overnight in the freezer. You can obviously make them up in advance, you can make a few up in advance, and that's why I like the ice cream tub, because with that lid it just allows you to kind of stack a few or stack other things and really build up your freezer supplies and not really get in the way. But yeah, leave them overnight and let's see what we get. So we'll start off with the lollipop, and You can see why I call it that. So you've got your frozen carrot stick, that's really kind of plugging that Kong. So what will happen is your dog will spend time chewing on that. Like I say earlier, you can use something different. You could use cucumber, you could use watermelon, whatever treat you think your dog would like that's kind of that long stick shape. They'll chew that out. The rest of the Kong contents, so the water, the stock and the biscuits will start to melt and they will fall out. So it's great for keeping your dog entertained for longer periods of time if you're out or if you're doing other things. It will also help just keep them that little bit cooler. So that's the Lollipop, which is a great kind of ice block treat for dogs in hot weather. And next up we have the Mega Block. Okay, so with the Mega Block, you might have to run that under some warm water just to free it up. You simply give it a tap and there we go. So you've got your chicken stock or your beef stock or whatever it is, you've got the biscuits in there, and they will just really go for that. They'll lick it, it will really cool them down, it will help to hydrate them, and again, it's a great way to keep your dog cool in the summer, in the warmer weather, and it's just a really great all-round treat that will keep your dog entertained for a long period of time. So that's the Mega Block. Okay, so all that's left now is to feed it to your dog. Or if you don't have a dog, you could let your cat have a go at it. So I hope your dog likes those treats. Let me know in the comments down below what additions you make. You can always just add different treats, different foods. You could add toys to the Mega Block, something to encourage them to really work their way through that ice. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below what your dog really likes and enjoys in those treats. Remember to check out my other videos. So I've got a lot of other videos about looking after your pet in hot weather, how to keep them cool, how to cool them down if you're worried they're getting hot, and what other things you need to watch out for. And until next time, I'm Dr. Alex from Our Pets Health, because they're family.